everyone, long time no see, I know. It's been crazy these last few weeks. I've not had a moment to spare, and yeah, I hope you all had a really lovely Christmas. And I'm back today with what was going to be a what I got for Christmas video, but then I kind of decided that I thought that those videos were a little bit showy-offy. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do one of those, and I instead will do a kind of baby haul kind of thing and show you a few bits that baby Sparkle got for Christmas and some bits that people have gifted us and that we've accumulated and stuff. So that's coming in the near future. But today we're going to do a 2020 plans video, so kind of like a New Year's resolutions but slightly different. And yeah, I've written a list on my phone and I'm just going to talk you through kind of my plans for the year on different kind of subjects and what I'd like to happen. So let's jump right into it. In terms of YouTube, I want to make sure that I manage to do 1 to 2 videos a week. 1 is definitely doable, 2 at the moment is pushing it a little bit with work, but I'm going to try nonetheless to do 2 every week. So a Sunday, and let me know if there's any other particular day that you like, and we'll do that. So that's number 1. Then I would also like to do more IGTV content. I really like watching other people's IGTV videos and I just never get round to doing any myself, and I would really like to participate in that more. And Instagram is by far my favourite platform anyway, so I'd quite like to kind of dabble with that a little bit. Then we've also got, I would like to do more vlogs. I actually really like vlogs. But I think my main problem is now is I work so much that it would just be me at the restaurant, and that would be quite boring for you. And there's obviously customers in there and things like that, and I can't really film. So it's more if I'm doing stuff, and because I work so much I don't really do anything. So it's kind of working around what the best solution for that is. But I would like to do those because I just really enjoy doing them. And then the last kind of YouTube related thing is to do more baby content, and that is something that I think I want my channel to kind of go in that sort of direction a little bit more. I want to do more diet content and that kind of thing after I've had the baby, and just kind of branch out a little bit. I feel like it's kind of a little bit stagnant, but you also have to have a lot of time to put into it, and time is something that I don't have tons of these days. So it's kind of being able to juggle the two. But we shall see how that goes, but I would like to kind of be able to incorporate those. In terms of showing baby Sparkle, I think that while she's very small, I probably will show her. I don't really have a problem with it, and then we'll kind of tackle it once she gets a bit bigger and I'll see how we feel. That's basically my general idea. I've then written down baby things I want to achieve this year. So other than, like, you know, having her and her arriving safe and soundly, and I'd like to kind of have as nice and kind of positive a birth experience as I can, then I want to kind of talk about that kind of thing, and I want to be able to be really honest about it and not be really worried about judgment, and I'm a bit concerned about that kind of thing online because I know it can be a little bit like that. So we'll see how that goes. But in terms of getting things ready for the baby, we've done absolutely nothing. We've got little bits and bobs, but like hardly anything big or useful, and we are not, we haven't had enough free time basically to do it because we work so much, and I need to get on top of that. So I have been doing that the last few days. Last night we got into bed, and I mean we were doing it until 1 o'clock in the morning, but we were looking at sort of like things on different websites and things we thought we might need and that kind of thing, so we'll see. But yeah, I want to sort out her room. Now her room, I would absolutely love to move house before she comes, but that's just not going to happen, and I've just had to make my peace with that. It is what it is. But she'll be in the room with us for probably the first 6 months or so anyway. Well, she's tiny, and I think that's what's recommended anyway, isn't it? I'm going to get one of those like snooze pod things to go next to us, and then when I do move her into her own room eventually, we have a room that at the moment my kind of makeup and stuff's in. It's just a small room. I can shuffle it around in the spare room, which is this room, and try and do it kind of that way, I think is what we're going to do. But I want to do it kind of fairly affordably, and I want to kind of do it without like doing loads to the room, because I definitely want to move house. I don't like the area that we live in, and the house has got loads of problems, and I just want to move house. But anyway, so that's kind of to do with baby things. And then I've got some personal goals that I would like to achieve this year. So we have lose all the baby weight. It'll be number one. Granted, I haven't gained tons and tons of weight, to be honest, and I'm not like really big yet. There's still time, but I want to kind of get my body back. I was on like a really good journey kind of health wise and kind of weight loss wise before I got pregnant, and I'd like to get back to that, and I'd like to just get back down to be like a size 10, and then spend the rest of my life trying to maintain that, which, you know, is another matter. It's a personal choice, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, that is something that's very important to me, and I think even more so post baby, because you kind of feel like your body's not 100% yours while you're pregnant, and I want to feel like me again, if that makes sense. Then I've put organise my house and move house. So I want to just make the house a little bit more organised while we're still here. This won't require doing kind of anything major to the house. Sorry, I've got really bad back pain. It's, you know, like it's a rental property, and I'm just not going to. But there are sort of rooms that just need organising more, and stuff that needs sorting out, and just things like that, really. But yeah, moving is one of my goals. I would really like to move house this year, like I said. Then another personal goal is to go to bed earlier and get up earlier. This is something that before I was pregnant, I was going on really small amounts of sleep, and it was because we were sort of like, we'd just opened and we were just running on adrenaline kind of thing. And recently it's kind of gone back to that, because we've been doing really long hours. There's been staffing issues and stuff like that. So I do go to bed a lot later than I would like. Like, I go to bed probably about 1 o'clock most nights, and that is later than I would like. But saying that, I did go to bed at 11 o'clock the other night, and I still struggle to wake up in the morning. I think it's like kind of accumulated tiredness from doing a job that's quite physical and doing such long hours. And I hope it doesn't come across like I'm like complaining constantly that I'm doing really long hours. I'm not, but it's a fact that kind of affects things. So I just have to kind of say it. But I would really like to get into a habit of getting up a bit earlier, because I think it just makes your day so much more productive, and I need that. So that's one thing that I want to work on. Another one is to read daily. I had kind of gotten out of the habit of reading, and now I've kind of gotten back into the habit of reading. I've started reading all of the Harry Potter books, which when I said on Instagram, people didn't understand when I said that I'd never read them as an adult. I read them as a kid when they were coming out, but I've never read them as an adult. So I've started reading them. I'm only on the Philosopher's Stone at the moment, but just a little bit every day, and I think it kind of does your wellness good. Which leads me on to the next thing, which is to do with, if my phone would let me unlock it and not keep telling me that my finger's not a match when it is, which is to learn how to slow down. I have somehow become my mother, and I don't stop. And we always laugh at my mum when she says, Oh, I've just sat down. This is the first time I've sat down today, and we all like roll our eyes. It's true. There are days when I say that because it is true. And it's just one of those really odd things where I'm so busy, I'm working such long hours. Sure, every time I say that I work long hours. But you can't kind of like get on top of everything that you're trying to do, and so when you do have free time, you don't feel like you can just relax, you feel like you have to do stuff. And I'm not very good at just relaxing. I will come home and it will be like, you know, 10:30 when I should be sort of getting ready to just slow down and go to bed. And I'll decide that I'm going to sort through my makeup drawers, or put a wash on and put away the huge pile of washing that I've got that's like sat right here. Or be like, I'm going to hoover. And I've always got a to-do list, and I think it's to do with being somebody that I like to kind of feel like I've achieved loads of stuff every day, but maybe I need to learn to manage things so that it's things that are a little bit more actually achievable, and not bite off more than I can chew and then be just running around like a headless chicken. Because the thing is, when you're pregnant, if you're used to being somebody that kind of doesn't stop, you have to, because physically you literally can't. I mean, it's gotten to a point now where I'm so exhausted physically some days that I sit down and I'm like, oh my god, like it really is too much. And I don't want to kind of do myself any damage or do the baby any damage or things like that. Somebody on Instagram said to me the other day, like, you know, it's 2 long hours to work, but it's like, it's my own business, there's not really much I can do about that. And there's plenty of women who work really long hours, but I need to learn to sometimes be like, the washing is not a necessary task for you to do at 10:30. It's okay to just lie in bed and read your book a bit. Especially because once the baby's here, you know, like, time's going to be even more short. So, you know, you just need to learn to slow down. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is to stop the dead phone time. Now, what dead phone time means is I probably waste about an hour a day when I could be doing something more productive, just sort of looking at my phone, where I'll be like sat down doing my emails for a minute, or sat down like eating my breakfast. And rather than just eating my breakfast and getting up and then going to do something, I'll be looking at my phone while I'm eating some toast. And then I look for a bit more, and I look for a bit more, and I watch some Insta stories. Insta stories have been a thing for me that I think's made it a lot harder to not be on my phone so much, you know. When it was just pictures on Instagram, I'd have a little scroll and that would be it, I'd be done. Stories, I can just go for hours. I love it, just the mundane things. It's terrible. It's really like pathological. So I really want to try and work on that, because I also think that it's important as well, like when you've got a child, obviously, not when she's a baby, because when she's tiny she's not going to know, but when you've got another child, and I see it at the restaurant a lot actually, I'll see parents with their kids, and their kids are trying to sort of engage with them, and they're just looking at their phones the whole time, and they're not really present, and I always think it just looks a bit sad. So I want to be able to kind of put my phone aside and work on that a little bit, and not just do so much mindless scrolling, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, my kind of plans for 2020. It's so weird, isn't it? It probably sounds like it's like a year from the future or something. It's just mad. Fingers crossed I get another video out this week. I've got the baby one I wanted to film. I really did want to film like a top 10 of 2019 video. I might see if I still can kind of film that. I don't know. But I was going to do the kind of baby haul video and pregnancy update at the same time. So we'll see. But this video is long enough as it is anyway. I have missed you guys. I can't wait to read all your comments. It's been so long. And I am going to go off to work now. And it's Saturday today, so this video will go up tomorrow. I think what I'll do is when I get home tonight, I'll edit it and schedule it to go up for tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's exciting kind of when you get to just kind of get on top of everything and like a fresh start. I like it. But I hope you all have had a great start to the year, and thank you for sticking with me as well, because I know things have been all over the place on this channel in the last few months due to lack of time, but I'm trying my best. Hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.